So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. Nice little juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. That one downfield for Dotson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And no return. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Lance. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Man in motion left. That's Collins. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Lance going to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 35-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And convert on third with a gain of 22. On the counter, here's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete to Dotson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll go with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-3. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here is third down and 4. Here's Carr to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gets this out wide to Pickens. Touchdown, Bills! George Pickens. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 123 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 5.
Now Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. To throw, it's Carr. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Carr now on 1st down. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Jones.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Jones. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr.
On the slant, he's got Davis. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Hall. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Shotgun now for Lance. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 129 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Up the middle, Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball.
Touchdown!
Gabriel Davis.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here...
And my goodness, another intercept. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
52 blaster.
On play action, Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's the backup Goff.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. And they're going to speed things up here.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Carr.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Jones
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the... The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Man open, here's Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards. An inside give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Carr going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Now Lance wants to change him up. They'll give to Hall.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Lance.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Lance looking to throw it. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Play action. Now it's Lance. They'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
Now Lance again. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. They'll run with Hall.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
McPherson on for the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 16.
93. 90. What's up?
Carr going to throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
On first down, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Nick Bosa. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Option play, here's Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
One final try now for Lance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jets, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week.